Good morning, boys and girls. We are now on Lesson 9, Session 2. This is a develop lesson, understanding of division with fractions. So dividing with fractions again. And if you would open your book to page 201, make sure you have your pencil. And page 201, this is Lesson 9, Session 2. So first of all, we're going to look at the bar models. Try these two problems about dividing a fraction by a fraction. Number 1, Uma lives near a path that is 1/2 mile long. She wants to know how many times she needs to run the path in order to run 6/4 miles. A, complete the model to show how many 1/2s make 6/4. So I want you to stop the video and see if you can make a model that shows this. First of all, I would think you might need to add on to this and not just use the 1/2 mark because we need to have 6/4. So stop the video and come back when you're done. Okay, hopefully you realized that a half of a half is a fourth. And I want to have 6/4. So I need to do it again. 1/4 and 1/4. That's another half. And I need another 1/4 and 1/4. So now I have 6/4. And how many halves do I have? So how many halves make 6/4? You should see that the answer is 1, 2, 3. For some reason, my marker's not working, and it should be 3. So the answer to B is 3. Let's go ahead and move on to, okay, now it's really freezing. Okay, now it's going to work. So I should have 3 right here. Use your model to write a division equation. Remember, equation means I have an equal sign that represents this situation. What related multiplication equation represents your model? Stop the video and write down what the equation would be. You should have written 6/4. Oh, and it's not going to work again. 6/4 divided by 1/2 equal 3. 6/4 divided by 1/2 is equal to 3. What's my multiplication? Just the opposite. 3 times 1/2 is equal to 6/4. That would be our multiplication. So Uma needs to run the 1/2 mile path 3 times to run 6/4 mile. Let's look at number 2. Complete the model to show how many 3/4 make 6/4. So if you look at this, you see that there's 3/4, but I need 6/4. So stop and you can add on to the model that they've given you. If you did, you should have drawn another 3/4. So this is 1/4, 2/4, 1/4, 2/4. There's 3/4, and another 1, 2, 3/4. I'm sorry, yeah. 1/4, 1/4. This is so messy. So how many 3/4 do I have? I think that one's pretty simple. I have 1 3/4 and another 3/4 gives me 6 3/4. So let's write the division statement for that equation. 6/4 divided by 3/4 is equal to 2. The multiplication would be 2 times, 3/4 is equal to 6/4. Hopefully you can read that, copy it down, and let's turn to the next page, page 202. This time we're going to model it using a number line. Use the number line to show 4/6 divided by 1/6. So if you see that we have, this is my one whole, and they've broken it into 6 pieces. So 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. You can write this down, 4, 6, and yours will be neater than mine. 5, 6. How many, if I have 4, 6, how many 1/6 go into it? I have, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the quotient? It should be, the answer should be 4. So now connect it. Complete the problems below. How can you show that the quotient 4/6 divided by 1/6 with a bar model? How is using a bar model similar to showing the quotient with a number line? How is it different? So first of all, I'm going to draw a bar model. So why don't you stop and see if you can draw a bar model showing 4/6 divided by 1/6. And I would just simply do my bar model. I'm going to start with 4/6, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and these would go on to make my 5/6, my one whole. But we don't have that whole, so we only have the 4/6 here, and I want to know how many 1/6 go into it. Dividing a bar model into 4 equal parts to show 4 1/6. So 4/6 divided by 1/6 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're similar with the number line between 0 and 4/6 are 4 equal lengths. Both models show 4/6 divided by 1/6 is equal to 4. The models are different because the bar model shows each part labeled as 1/6, but on the number line, the tick marks are labeled 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. So on the bar model, I guess we could have done, and I don't know if I can get this to erase, we could have shown that each one of these were 1/6. You could do it either way. But according to what they wanted on this one, I would have, here's a 1/6, a 1. Oh, this erased it all. So each of this is labeled as 1/6. So I have 4 of them in 4/6. Okay, let's continue. Draw a model to show 10/8 divided by 1/4. How many 1/4 are in 10/8? So I know I've got 8/8 is one whole. So there's half, there's 4th, there's my 8/8, and I need 2 more. We have an imaginary part up here with the rest of the second part. Okay, so 10/8 divided by 1/4 is equal to, actually, so if I have an 1/8, 2 of those make a 4th. So here is 1/8, and 1/8 gives me a 4th. So how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 1/4 in 10/8. Okay, page 203. This is actually a practice page that you are going to finish, but I thought I'd go ahead and start the first one, and let's look at the example. Mr. Diaz has 3/4 yard of ribbon to make badges for the science fair. He uses 1/8 yard of ribbon for each badge. How many badges can Mr. Diaz make? Find the number of 1/8 and 3/4. So this is how much ribbon he has, and each one of those 1/8 is how much it takes to make a badge. How many can he make? I'm going to count how many 1/8 are in 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How does the model in the example show how much ribbon Mr. Diaz starts with? So Mr. Diaz starts with 3/4 of ribbon. The model shows this as the distance from 0 to 3/4. Shows 0 to 3/4. How does the model show how much ribbon Mr. Diaz uses for the badge? How do you see that? It's labeled with the 1/8 tick marks. Each badge uses 1/8 yard of ribbon, and 1/8 is 1/2 of 1/4. So the number line shows each 1/4 part cut in half. So here's my 1/4. I know 1/8 is 1/2 of it, and that's how the model shows it. So how many 1/8s are in 3/4? The answer was 6. I'll do this one and then you'll be on your own. Another day, Mr. Diaz makes badges using 3/8 yards of ribbon for each badge. He starts with another 3/4 ribbon. Describe how you can change the model in the example to show 3/4 divided by 3/8. They don't want me to solve it. They just want to know, how would you change it? If you would jump 3/8 from 0 to 3/8, jump 3/8 from 0 to 3/8, then jump 3 more 8s from 3/8 to 6/8, or 3/4. The arrows show 2 groups of 3/8 in 3/4. So I don't know if you got all that. If you were up here, if you jumped, we're looking at 3/8. So if I can erase this, don't know if it will. Okay, kind of. If I jumped 3/8, I'm going to do, here's 1, here's 2. So I'm just doing, that's how my model would look if I had done that. Okay, and we are going to stop here, and you will need to follow the directions on Google Classroom for your assignment.